Well, hello, thank you for joining me today again on the Church History Trail. You're very welcome to the programme, and as you can see, we're at the Harry Ferguson Memorial Garden, and so there's a wee bit I want to read out to you on this. It's just a wee caption, but it says there, "Welcome to the Harry Ferguson Memorial Garden. It was 1999 when a local group of Ferguson enthusiasts known as the Harry Ferguson Celebration Committee agreed it was indeed time to build a memorial to celebrate the memory of local inventor, pioneer and genius Mr. Harry Ferguson, who was born and raised here at the Ferguson homestead, Crowell." So there you go. If you want to read the rest of that, you can pause the video. So we're going to go to the memorial garden here, and there's a statue of Harry at the bottom, and also then I'll be able to show you Lake House, which is the family homestead of Harry. So Harry was born on the 4th of November 1884, and he died on the 25th of October 1960. He was a British mechanic and inventor who is noted for his role in the development of the modern agricultural tractor and its 3-point linkage system. And here's a wee board on that. The 3-point linkage, which was a great innovation in its day. He was also known as being the first person in Ireland to build and fly his own aeroplane, and for developing the first 4-wheel drive Formula 1 car, the Ferguson P99. So he wasn't called a mad mechanic for nothing. And there's another wee board here that I'm going to show you. This is Harry Ferguson's motoring days. Ferguson's Motor Show. That's the P99 race car, which Sir Stirling Moss drove to victory in the 1966 Oulton Park Gold Cup. So Mr. Stirling Moss can thank Harry Ferguson for that. Now, Harry was born at Crowell, and it's near Dromore and on a hilt, and he was the son of a farmer. Now, in 1902, he went to work with his older brother Joe in Joe's bicycle and car repair shop in Belfast. And it was while working here as a mechanic that Harry developed an interest in aviation. And this is the Massey Ferguson connection. Then, that was the original, the 1958 Massey Ferguson. And now, 2008. That's probably outdated by now as well, because this is 2024. That's the wee Massey Ferguson. Now, in 1904, Harry began to race motorcycles. And then in October 1938, Harry demonstrated his latest tractor to none other than Henry Ford. And they made the famous handshake agreement. And there's another wee board here that I'm going to show you. And this is the one on aviation. Now you can see Orville and Wilbur Wright. That's the Wright brothers. And then plans for the Kitty Hawk aeroplane. wouldn't want to be flying. I went to London recently, but I certainly wouldn't want to be flying to London in one of those things. No chance. Now, unfortunately, Henry Ford's grandson, Henry Ford II, ended the handshake agreement which Harry had with his grandfather. And he ended that agreement on the 30th of June, 1947. But it cost him $9 million in a lawsuit that he had to pay to Harry. This is another wee board here, Harry Ferguson tractors. So this is the old grey Fergie, which is well known. And you'll get a lot of these as ornaments all over Northern Ireland. In fact, there's one in Dromore, where I live. And of course, Dromore has a big connection with Harry Ferguson, because the old shop of his wife's mother and father, is actually still there. Where they lived, the old house and grocer's shop. It's a funeral parlour now, but still in use. And you can check that out in another wee video that I done. And then this is the early years. So that's the Ferguson homestead, which is across the road. You'll see it shortly. That's Joe Ferguson's workshop on the Shankill Road. That's him and his brother Joe. Remember I said he went to work with his brother in Belfast. And then Harry oversees work on his aeroplane. And then this one here says the main men. Harry and his development team demonstrate an early production model of the Ferguson Brown Type A with a 2-furrow plough. Left to right, John Chambers, Archie Greer, Willie Sands, and then the last man is Harry Ferguson. That's some tractor, isn't it? And Harry looks very sophisticated there, doesn't he? He certainly doesn't look like a farmer's son there. And then, of course, the Northern Bank honoured Harry Ferguson with a £20 note, with him and the wee tractor on it. Now, in 1953, Harry merged with Massey Horace to become Massey Horace Ferguson Company. And then later it was changed to Massey Ferguson. So there we go, folks. This is the man himself. Well, a statue of him. Hello, Harry, how you doing? You look like you're about to do a bit of work there, Harry, with that spanner. A wee bit of mechanicking. And this says, this statue was unveiled by Mrs. Sally Fleming, granddaughter of Harry Ferguson, on the 16th of August 2008. So isn't that fantastic? What do you think of that for a statue? Right outside the homestead. Lake House. And of course Lake House is privately owned still today. That's a nice wee floral display there, right beside the summer seat. And that's dedicated to friends of Ferguson heritage. So there you go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you across the street and show you the house. So that's Harry. You can see him standing on the stone there. So we'll try and get across this road. If you are coming here, be careful of this road, because there's a nasty bend just at this gate. So you can sort of hear them coming before you see them. And I can hear one coming now. And another one. But you see what I mean about the bend. So if you are coming, watch the kids, just be careful. So this is the homestead. So we'll start from left to right. This is the outbuildings. It's got the castellated wall there, do you see that? Pretty unique. You're right in the countryside here, it's fantastic. So this is the homestead then, Lake House, where Harry Ferguson, the inventor, lived as a boy with his parents. And it's really great condition. It's great to see that it's still lived in, because when that happens then it's looked after. So there's a wee plaque there to commemorate Harry. Birthplace of Harry George Ferguson, engineer and inventor, 1884 to 1960. So what do you think of that, folks? That's a beautiful garden, isn't it? So when Harry built his wee aeroplane, he tried flying it here. Now, I think this was the actual field where he flew it, but don't quote me on that. But if I remember rightly from when I was growing up hearing the stories about Harry Ferguson, I think this was the field here. It wasn't a garden, of course, then. This is the field where he tried to fly the plane. And of course he would fly it in other places as well. Newcastle, Hillsborough. Hillsborough's not too far from here. Newcastle's not too far either, but will be a wee bit further than Hillsborough. So as far as I remember, he tried to fly it in this field here. He was more braver than I would have been, that's for sure. Beautiful garden, isn't it? Gorgeous. So we'll try and get across this road, give you another wee view of the house, and then we'll wrap this wee video up. So there you go, folks. That's Harry Ferguson and Lake House. Thanks for watching, and God bless.